Hello, so here is another San Diego Comic-Con memory. This was from 1995. So by this point, I'd been going about 6 or 7 years, I think, off and on. I was consistent for a good, like in high school, I was consistent. So that was 4 years in high school. So from 1991 to 1995, I was consistently going every summer to it. I think the first time I went between that and when I started going again in the high school, there might have been one year I missed because I think I started going in my I think I was in anyway, I can't remember what grade in middle school I started going. But then there was a year I didn't, and then I went back and started again. So anyway, this is 1995. So I've been going for a while. And there's this thing they do at the con. I don't know if they still do it, but it's something that I attended and I really loved and I really liked. So I wanted to show it to you and explain what it is. So here's what it is. Well, no, I'm just gonna tell you and then I'll show you because it's really cool. So they have this event that goes on at the con. It's an auction. So what happens is not all of them, but a bunch of artists and creators and people who can do art are asked to come and join this auction. And what they do is all weekend long, they will go at some point in the day, they have an appointed time or part of the day or for however long it takes them. They'll go up to this stage and they'll sit there and they will draw or paint or in some way create a piece of artwork of a character they like or a theme that's that year, and they will draw it. And then at the end of the con, the last day of the con, Sunday, they do an auction. And in the auction is selling off all of those things, and it helps fund a organization. I've forgotten the name of it off the top of my head. It's a foundation that helps support creators, comic book creators, because there is no real union. So that means people sometimes can't make enough money off of what they're doing in comic book creating to afford like hospital bills or something else. And so this fund helps them. They can apply to get information. They can apply to get help from this fund. So in 95, I tell my mom, hey, I don't have a job. I don't have my own money. I have to ask parents to help for paying for things. So I was like, hey, I think there's at least 2 things in this auction I want. I've never done it before. Will you help me do it, Mom? I really like it. She says, let's go do the auction. So on Sunday, we planned it. We went, and this is the art piece we got. The person who drew it, he passed away a few years ago recently. And I was bummed because I'd always wanted to meet him and share with him my story of how I got it and when I got it and maybe take a picture with him with it. I had like 2 chances to do it and I didn't take those chances, so I regret that. But here it is. I want to show you what it is. Let me turn the screen around so you guys can see it. Okay, there it is. Oh man, the glass on it has gotten streaky. I need to clean it. So this is by Tim Sale. It's of Batman, and so I got it in 1995. It is the only copy of it. That's it. That's the copy of it. It's not a copy, it's an original. He put someone's name in it. You can sort of see the name of who he made it for. Sadine. So I don't know who that is. It'd be interesting to find out who that is. I would have loved to have asked him that, but that's his signature, Tim Sale, 1995. That's the piece of art he made. It's pen and ink on just paper. I don't know what kind of paper, but I had it framed not too long afterwards. And this is actually the second frame I've had it in because the first frame, the glass broke in transit once. So this is a new piece of glass, but the same frame. But yeah. So that's one of my con memories. That's from 1995. So yeah, I think they still do this auction every year, and a lot of people go to it just for that. That's one of the things they want to go and see. So a lot of people go to cons for different reasons. That's a reason to go to con. If they are doing something unique and fantastic that no one else does, I would really like to see this kind of thing happen at other cons because it's a great way to support the community, especially right now, as we all are seeing with things with SAG-AFTRA, WGA, possibly the UPS or USP, one of the people that get stuff to us, maybe going on strike because their unions are having some issues getting people that give them money and support them. So that's the one thing about creators in comic books is they really don't have unions. And so they have to find other ways of helping themselves when they're in need. And so this organization, this foundation was created for that. And I don't know if the auction came first or what, but this auction is part of doing that. if I can't remember what it is, I'll put in comments what it is or something so you can link to see what it is. So you can see help out, because sometimes comic book creators, instead of asking for signature or paying you, asking you to pay for them autographing something, will sometimes ask you to donate to the cause, which I know I did at the last con I went to. There were some creators that were wanting you to donate to a cause instead of paying them, and so that's what I did. But I can't for the life of me remember it. But anyway, that's my story, my memory. So I have that hanging on my wall everywhere I live, and yeah, it's a piece of art by Tim Sale. If you look up Google Tim Sale, you'll see more about him and how he was a part of making Batman who Batman is. But that's it. And remember, comic books are for everyone.